Yes people, what's going on? It's creamslice. Welcome back to the channel. So guys, just look at what we are doing here. This is madness. I had to get on here and I had to make this video because I was doing the master nightfall today and I was running it a few times and we were just throwing unlimited duskfields. Yeah, we do have a bit of a modifier on, but even without the modifier, guys, this is just insane. We are getting duskfields like through 1 second each time, and we are absolutely deleting everything. We are going to be using the fighting lion, and we are going to be taking advantage of the whisper of rending, which now gives us an extra 40% damage increase with any primary weapon. So we are using the fighting lion because we have a buff with the fighting lion where you get extra DPS from direct hits, so we can stack more damage. And then we're going to be stacking high energy fire on top of the already buff from whisper of rending. This build is just my favorite build right now. Like, I've been using it. We have unlimited duskfields, we can freeze everything. As soon as we shatter a crystal, we're getting grenade energy back. We're using the frosties. This enables us to have that regen of like literally 1 second. I covered this multiple times before, but this season it feels absolutely amazing, and the fighting lion pairs perfectly with this. Honestly guys, this is it blew my mind when I was using it. I was so excited. So as we proceed into the build, we're going to go from the subclass. I'm going to show you the aspects and the fragments we're working with to put this unique build together. If you could do me a massive favor and let the video play out to the end, leave a like, subscribe also helps us out. Thank you for your continued support. There will be a dim link below in my pinned comment if you want to slot this madness of a build. So I chose to run the duskfield grenades with this because it feels like it's had a little bit of a buff, and the base cooldown is only 1 minute and 4 seconds, and we can create a ton of these with the aspects and fragments we're rolling with. We need the touch of winter, so what this will do, duskfield grenades increases the slow field size and creates a stasis crystal on impact. You would have seen me go through this multiple times. What we do with that stasis crystal is we're going to shatter that, and the fragments we're going to go over are going to benefit us with that. And then we have Grim Harvest, so defeating slowed or frozen targets grant stasis shards. These stasis shards will give us melee energy back, but they'll also build into firepower as well, because we're going to be using high energy fire. So this comes in really good handy for giving us them damage boosts. So firstly, we're going to be using Whisper of Chains. This will give us that damage reduction when we're near frozen targets. We're going to be freezing everything, guys, and we're going to have that resist up pretty much all the time, because like I'm saying, it's 1 second grenades, guys. It's as simple as that. We're using the Whisper of Fishes, increases the damage and the size of the burst of stasis when we destroy that stasis crystal. So with us using fighting lion, it is a grenade launcher, and when you smack them sons of bitches with the grenade launcher and the crystal, everything goes kaboom. We've got Whisper of Endurance, slow farm abilities last longer. This is what allows us to have multiple duskfields up on the battlefield at one time. Then we've got Whisper of Rending. This was the reason why I wanted to use fighting lion with this. So primary ammo weapons do increase damage to stasis crystals and frozen targets, guys. So when we're stacking high energy fire onto this, you literally leave nothing standing. Also this season we have unstoppable grenade launcher and weakening clear, so we can weaken everything. We can stun unstoppable champions, guys. This build, it just blows my mind how crazy it is and how much damage we can actually output with just our primary weapon. That's what I want you to remember. It's just the primary weapon, fighting lion, but it packs one punch, man. Got Whisper of Shards. Shattering stasis crystal boosts our grenade recharge rate. So that crystal we get when we throw down our duskfield grenade, we're going to shatter that with a fighting lion, everything. It's going to also boost our grenade energy right up, and then we're going to be using the frosties to top that up, and 100 discipline. So with the fighting lion, guys, the thin herd perk, direct hits do more damage to combatant shields. Dealing damage increases our reload speed as well. Another great thing about this is when we damage enemies, it refills the magazine for us. This weapon is just amazing. With the buffs that we can get from Whisper of Rending to high energy fire to the bonus we get on direct hits, we are clearing over a 70% damage increase, guys, and this is just with a primary weapon. And you want to get the frosties on. Rapid cooldown is a perk. Increase grenade melee and dodge at regeneration while you're sprinting. Dodging increases your sprint speed. So what you do, you throw a stasis duskfield down, shoot it with your fighting lion, run around for a second, throw another grenade, rinse and repeat. Another great pairing with this build that I was running for Overload Champions is the prolonged engagement. This is pretty much like the funnel web but stasis version, and it also rolls with headstone. When you're getting precision kills, it's creating more stasis shards for us. Really nice touch with this build. This weapon is amazing, and you can pretty much get it from farming any nightfall. So we're going to break down the armor mods really quickly here, and it's going to be your preference what you use on 2 pieces of armor, but the other 3 pieces of armor is what we're going to use to be able to become charged with light easily. On the helmet, I was running Reaping Wellmaker and Harmonic Siphon. On the arms, Unstoppable Grenade Launcher and Overload SMG. And on there, what I was using as well was Well of Tenacity. So when we're dodging, we're getting Reaping Wellmaker, and then we're going with that Void Well, we have Well of Tenacity to further increase our survivability. On the chest piece, we've got High Energy Fire and Energy Diffusion subtraits. Frosties there, we've got Elemental Shards. So when we break them crystals, like I was saying with Grim Harvest, these will act as elemental wells for us with elemental shards, and then we use elemental charge to have 2 stacks of charge with light. So every time we shatter a stasis crystal, it's going to make us charge with light with 2 stacks, and then we can go to town with high energy fire. It's a really simple but effective loop, guys. So I was using 2 utility kickstarts to get my dodge back even quicker. Nothing crazy, a really simple setup, but one of my favorite setups, and it's kind of like a rework from previous seasons, but it just feels so good now. So yeah, that's a build, guys. Hope you like it. I'm creamslice. Peace.